Guys, it is your boy Larry, aka Law, aka Larry, come back at you today with a brand new video. So today we got another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet news update for you, and it is from GameRant. You know I love my GameRant. So I posted on my community page, I posted the supposed typings for the upcoming new Paradox, Suicune, and Virizion. I posted what their typings could be and what their new moveset was called. Well, not the moveset, but what their new signature move is called. I posted it, I believe, probably 17 hours ago. It's on my YouTube page. Go check that out. But today I am going to be making a video on that. I got this information from GameRant, so they're going to be getting in depth about that. And reportedly Virizion had something to say about this. So still take it with a grain of salt because it still is, it's still just a rumor for now, but more than likely, if it's coming from Riddler, this is more likely true. But before we start, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. That way you're notified every time I drop a new banger. And if you're old, just talk to me in the comment section down below. Show your support. It really helps out the algorithm. So without further ado, let's get into it. So it starts off with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's Paradox, Suicune, and Virizion moves and types combos leaks explained. And as you see, it has a little image of Paradox Suicune, which I think looks really dope. That looks, I wonder if they're going to connect it to the Johto region at all, if this how originally they started out, or if they had the ability to fuse all along. That would be really cool to add a sideline story to that. And Virizion looks really cool too. Same story for both. I wish the same for both of them. So it starts out with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC is likely including Paradox forms for Suicune and Virizion, and their moves and possible types were leaked. So it continues, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet fans are likely not new to leaks by now, given that Gen 9 games have had the most consequences leak session ahead of launch of all mainline games so far, with the entire Pokédex and every useful piece of information coming through data mines. This was mainly due to a Pokemon Scarlet ROM surfacing online very early, which gave access to the games to some players and provided an incredible source of information for data miners. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's DLC is the main topic of discussion within the community right now, as it appears that Gen 9 games will emulate the expansion pass of Pokemon Sword and Shield. That'd be cool. So we'll have a huge DLC. We might have a new wild area. We'll probably have access to all these different types of legendary Pokemon. It may be exclusive Pokemon in there. We may get new events, new missions. Who knows? Meet new people. Whatever. We'll see though. We'll see. So it continues. Because Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's Paradox Pokemon are a new concept that did so well and tied perfectly with the story, it was already easy to imagine that Gen 9's DLC would feature more. Interestingly, Paradox forms for both Suicune and Virizion were data mined ahead of launch, but they were confirmed to be cut from the base game by prominent leakers, which makes them likely to hit the Switch as early in a few months. More recent leaks are even covered the possible types combination of both Paradox Suicune and Paradox Virizion, and their signature moves also appeared on Twitter. I haven't been on Twitter in a little while, but I'm sure there's a ton of leakers on there. But like I said, Really Cool has something to say about this, so I'm sure this is more than likely true. But still take it with a grain of salt. According to data mine information from reliable sources within the Pokemon community, mainly in the form of Kurt Kafotics on Twitter, I might have butchered that, but I think it's Kafotics. It seems that the two moves have been found in the game files. The first is called Hydro Steam, and it's supposedly a signature move of Paradox Suicune, which could be either a water-fire hybrid or an ice and fire type Pokemon. The second move is called Psyblade, and it's the signature attack of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's Paradox Virizion, which could be either a grass psychic or a fighting psychic in terms of their combos. So for Suicune, we already have a water and fire type, but I think it would be cool to have another water and fire type. I think if it emulated more characteristics of Suicune and Entei, but it looked like Raikou, it had physical characteristics of Raikou, but it looked on the outside like Suicune and Entei, I think that would be tough. Well, you saw from the image that was on the front of the video, it kind of has Entei's mane, it has Entei's bulk, and it has Raikou's feet, and everything else is Suicune. I think that's kind of cool. And then Virizion, that was kind of tough too. I think I like Suicune better, but Virizion did look cool too. We continues because Hydro Steam sounds a lot like a water type move, it's indeed possible that Paradox Suicune could be a water and fire when it comes to its typing. But it's also true that there are alleged insider information indicating that this is not true. According to hints posted online by Riddlercool, like I said, he's a very famous Pokemon leaker. Pretty much when he gets information, 9 times out of 10 that's true. So if you hear something from him, still take it with a grain of salt, but 9 times out of 10 that's probably true. The main source for leaks in both Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and Pokemon Legends Arceus, Suicune would not retain its water type in its Paradox form. A Suicune Paradox form could help the case of Pokemon Legends game set in Johto, making it connected to the legendary beast. But taking the water type away makes that less likely. It continues, on the other hand, one could make this case that Hydro Steam is a water attack that originates from Paradox Suicune's alleged fire type combination with ice, which is melted into a powerful hot steam. Perhaps surprisingly, Paradox Virizion seems to be a psychic type Pokemon that either retains its grass types or its fighting type. We'll see that they're speculated to be a poison type critter due to the corrupting nature in the future timeline that is its home. While this likely won't come to fruition, it will be interesting to see how it compares to other Violet exclusive Paradox forms such as Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Iron Valiant. It continues, and I think this is the last part. There are only 3 Pokemon lines with Fighting and Psychic as a type combo in the franchise, and one of them is one of Mewtwo's Mega Evolutions. Furthermore, Gen 8 got a Grass Psychic critter in the form of Cyrilex in the Crown Tundra DLC, which is that deer Pokemon who rides the other horse, which will make the case of Fighting Psychic Paradox Virizion more interesting ahead of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's own expansion. Still, this remains a speculation for now based on data mine moves, but more details could surface in the upcoming weeks. And it says Pokemon Scarlet and Violet will be available. That's it. So yeah, that was the end of that article. So yeah, that was, like I said, it wasn't a long video. It was pretty short, pretty much just going over what the potential types could be, what their moveset, what their what their signature move is. I think it's cool so far. I think the image was amazing. I think the Suicune Raikou Entei hybrid, I think that was really dope. I think the art style for that was amazing. Hopefully we get some new abilities. It might have high defense, we don't know. It's still just rumors and leaks. The DLC doesn't come out for another few months, so we'll see how that all goes. But that was it, guys. Hopefully you guys liked the video. Until next time, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Turn on that notification bell, that way you're notified every time I drop a new banger. And until next time, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Law is out. Peace.